Hey everyone, it's time for my monthly empties. I wasn't able to do June empties because at the end of the month I was giving birth to my son. So these are actually the empties from June and July. So a couple months worth, so there's a little bit more than there sometimes is, but I do have quite a bit of a mixture, and if I remember correctly, I have quite a bit of makeup. So we'll just go ahead and jump in with some products that were on the top of the bag. I have 3 Bath & Body soaps. It tends to be that we run out of soaps at the same time with all of the bathrooms. So we have Berry Sangria, Island Margarita, and Perfect Beach Day. And I lied, I have 2 more in here. This is Freestand Apple and then Pink Grapefruit. So 5 soaps over the last couple of months. And peeking in here, I do have quite a bit of makeup, so that's always an exciting thing. But this is another product that I used up. This is the AG Hair Cosmetics Fast Food Leave-In Conditioner or Leave-On Conditioner. And I got this, I want almost 2 years maybe ago, at least a year and a half ago. It was during Ulta's like big bottle sale where I think this was 20 bucks. It's a huge container and it lasted me a really long time. I had used a few other products in between. I'm still working on this shampoo, but I did really like this. I think that it did help kind of give my hair a little bit more moisture, and it did show that I probably need to be investing in a little bit more higher end hair products, especially shampoo and conditioner for my hair, just because it is so dry and frizzy and coarse, and so a lot of times drugstore unfortunately dries it up even more. So I did really like this brand, and I liked this moisture version of it, the fast food version of it, and I would consider repurchasing it again, like during one of those like big sales that Ulta has on shampoos and conditioners. Please let me know down below if you have any other suggestions on some really wonderful shampoos and conditioners that's gonna really like revitalize my hair. That would be fabulous. Next product, I have a Mama Bee Belly Butter. This I used mostly while I was pregnant, and it lasted me quite a bit because a little went a long way, and I loved this product. I highly suggest it, especially if you are pregnant, just because it does help to soothe your skin as it's kind of stretching along with pregnancy. But I think in general it was just a really wonderful product, and I used it even afterwards. But I loved that it was actually kind of cooling, so when my stomach was like really itchy and irritated from stretching along with pregnancy, putting this on there really just like cooled it down. I don't know, it was really great. And then also a product that I just recently used up, and I used it in pregnancy and recently, is the bio oil, and this is like the larger size of it, and I use this to kind of help with, again, kind of irritated skin as my belly was kind of growing. And then I used it afterwards because I do have some stretch marks, so I was applying it to try to lighten up those stretch marks a little bit and see if I can kind of get them to disappear a tad. I have a Swisspers, always very exciting, and then another body butter. This is by The Body Shop, and all set and done with this one. This was in pomegranate? Oh no, passion fruit. This is an amazing scented one. I would totally repurchase this scent, and body butters by The Body Shop are some of my favorites anyway. They're just so creamy and moisturizing and thick, and really you can tell a difference when you have applied that versus like another just regular lotion. It really just locks in the moisture on your skin. 2 more things before we get into the makeup. I had a wallflower. All the scents in here have kind of screwed it up, so I don't remember which smell this was. And then I also have a pocket back. This was in the flip-flopped fruit. I always have these around the house and in my purse, and they're just really handy. So now to the makeup. This one actually isn't an empty, but it did go bad as I was kind of decluttering my makeup collection. I did just a really quick declutter, and that video is posted if you want to check it out. But I noticed that this e.l.f. Daily Moisture Stick, it really just, I think, has gone bad. It smells terrible. So I am going to get rid of it just because I wasn't going to pass it on to someone because I'm pretty sure it's gone nasty and it just is so gross. Even if it isn't and that's just how it smells, they need to reformulate that like ASAP because it's real gross. Then I have a chapstick here. This is the Revo. It's kind of like the Walgreens brand of EOS. If you're someone who does not like the EOS lip balms but really adore the packaging and the convenience of the packaging, then try this because it is way better. I love these ones. They are actually moisturizing. They smell delicious. This was the watermelon flavor, and it just smells so good. I didn't dig out the product, but I call it quits when it's totally at the end. And it just was moisturizing. It was really great to keep near your bed or in your purse. And I really enjoyed this product. So I would repurchase any of the Revo ones, but I do not like the EOS lip balms, unfortunately. I have a couple mascaras. So the first one is the I'm Mimi mascara, and it's I'm Dual mascara. It's actually a brown mascara, and I did get this from Mimi Box. They sent it to me, and I really love the packaging of it. I love this tiny little mascara. So great for the bottom lashes. The other side of it was real scary. So the packaging of it is like a straight, almost kind of like a lash comb on one side, and then the other side are these tiny little bristles. And every time I tried to use this, I always would poke it in my eye and it would hurt like crazy. It's just really complicated, I feel like, the brush of it, and it's just not practical, and it's a bit dangerous. So I do not suggest that side, but if they had something like this where it was just the bottom lash mascara, I really would pick that up just because I thought that was a great one. I have the Hypnostar mascara. This is just a deluxe sample size, and I did really like this mascara. I thought it had a good texture. It wasn't too wet, it wasn't too dry. The brush of it was nice and kind of unique. I really liked how this kind of naturally matches how your eye shape is, where you have the, you know, inner corner lashes are not as long as the outer corner, and so it gave you that natural kind of flick to your lashes, and where you have a little bit more volume at the end. So I really like the brush a lot. I would maybe consider looking into purchasing this, but I'm not a huge fan of getting high-end mascaras and spending the money, because I do get rid of mascaras every 3 months. So I preference, you know, having the fancier brands in deluxe size samples, or you know, just doing drugstore. And then I had a Dior mascara, and this one I wasn't really impressed with. It didn't do anything negative for my lashes, but it wasn't like crazy amazing. I felt like it gave a little bit of a volume, but it just wasn't something that I would consider repurchasing. I have a super exciting makeup empty. This is the Too Faced Chocolate Soleil Bronzer. If you are someone who's been around my channel for a while, you know that I've been trying to use up this product for a very long time. This is actually just a deluxe size sample, but I'm pretty sure I've been trying to use it for the last 3 years. I take breaks between it here and there, but I had it in I think 2 project pans, just trying to hit pan on it. Trying to use it up completely has been quite a challenge. There's so much product in here, even though this is a small sample. It just goes on forever and ever and ever. Beautiful bronzer. I'm pretty sure I have at least one more backup of this that came in like a Sephora perk or something like that. But I totally suggest this bronzer. Smells amazing. It's a really beautiful color. It's just gonna last you a very long time. So make sure you understand that you're not gonna be hitting pan on it anytime soon if you are a project panner. But I really love that bronzer. And then last but not least, I have a brow product. This is the Milani Easy Brow. This is in the color Natural Taupe, and I really liked this product. It had a great spoolie on one end, and then it was a mechanical eyebrow pencil on the other, which is always very nice. This is not one of the very thin, precise eyebrow products. The product itself is pretty thick, so if you're wanting one of those ones like the Anastasia or the NYX Micro Brow that has a really fine point, this is not going to be that brow product, but I really loved the color. It was a great creamy texture. It held into the brows really easily. It also was pretty good and long lasting where you don't have brows. I have very sparse brows at the front, and I really have to kind of draw that in completely. It's mostly bare skin there, so this was able to draw into that, stay longed, and just like wipe off really easily, and it just was a great product. So I would totally repurchase this in the future, and I definitely suggest it. So those are my empties for the last 2 months. I'm excited to have quite a few makeup products to add into my stash for my 2016 makeup use-up goals, and it's really awesome as well to use up products that were not in a specific project pan. To still be using makeup that's just in my collection normally is always like a huge kind of pat in the back for me. Thank you guys so much for watching. I would love if you would hit that subscribe button, and I will see you in one of my next videos. Bye!